Hello, lovely people all over the world. Welcome to another episode of the Universal Mastermind. My name is Christos. This is the space where we dive into the mysteries of the mind and the secrets of the universe. To make it really dramatic, let's embark on a hopefully fascinating journey through the power of belief, how it shapes our brains, our lives, and even the fabric of reality itself. So sit back, relax, or keep doing whatever you're doing. Just make sure to tune in because this episode is going hopefully to be inspiring and motivating. And let's start with the brain, our amazing adaptable organ. Scientists have shown something incredible, that our beliefs can literally rewire our brains. And yes, we are now in a place where science is almost confirming what witches and psychics and mystics have known over the last centuries of existence, that there is something that we can manipulate. And for the fact that is my philosophy, we are on this planet to learn to manipulate energy. But now, thanks to science, we call it science now, and quantum physics, and that sounds better than witchcraft. But this phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity, reveals that repeated thoughts and beliefs can create new neural pathways. And think of your brain as a garden. Your beliefs are the seeds, and with enough attention and repetition, they grow into tangible structures in your brain. But it's not just about thoughts. The extends to your health too. Ever heard of the placebo effect? It's all about the belief. Patients given sugar pills but believing they're receiving actual medication can sometimes show real improvements. And I use the word sometimes very loosely because it's happening more often than medicine wants to admit. It's called mind over matter, isn't just a saying. It's a, meanwhile, scientifically observable phenomenon. And for this, I want to refer you back to people like Rupert Sheldrake, who, for me, is a pioneer in this whole concept of wanting to prove that there is something called, as he coined it, the morphogenetic field. Some people call it akasha, some people call it energy, or as simple as nothing gets lost in the universe. All energy, all information is stored and is accessible by everyone and everything. So mind over matter is truly not just a saying, it is the core by which our brain functions. Modern neuroscience has uncovered something really astonishing. Belief can alter the brain's wiring, a concept known as neuroplasticity. But how does this work? Research like that by, I'm sure you know the name, Dr. Joe Dispenza, shows that concentrated thought and emotional involvement can lead to significant brain changes affecting our mental and physical health and well-being. The so-called placebo effect, a favorite subject of researchers like Bruce Lipton, further illustrates this. It's not just a trick, it's evidence, and it's evidence of our beliefs' power to heal or harm. Think about it. When people believe in the effectiveness of a sugar pill, their body often responds as if it's real medicine. And the brain truly doesn't distinguish if something is real or not. You're focusing on something, you're inviting an idea, it has to become part of your experience. There's no judgment, there's no measurement. The universe doesn't say, well, she didn't mean it or it was said as a joke. The brain just takes everything serious and for real. So this is not just about tricking the brain, it's about harnessing the power of belief to foster healing and transformation. This is the concept that we used to explain magic with and spells. But most people who are not familiar or are just too scared to accept that there is more than just bones and retirement, and then we're all going to dust. And that's why I always say that I rarely talk about that we are alive, but that we are existing. Existence is a much greater truth than what we call incarnation. Now let's time travel a little bit. Long before MRIs and neuroscience, ancient philosophers and sages and mystics were absolutely onto something. Plato spoke of the world of forms, where ideas themselves are the most real things. The Buddha taught that our perceptions shape our reality. Indigenous shamans across the globe have long known that the world we experience is interwoven with our inner states and beliefs. And those mysterious alchemists, well, they weren't just trying to turn lead into gold. They were using outer experiments as metaphors for inner transformation, guided by the firm belief in the interconnectedness of all things. But this isn't new knowledge locked away in academic papers. It's wisdom that has echoed through the ages. The ancient Greeks spoke often of a realm of forms, ideas, more real than physical objects, illustrating early understandings of the power of the mind. And again, in the East, Buddhism, Zen taught that our thoughts shape our realities, a core principle of Buddhism that aligns closely with modern mindfulness and practices. Meanwhile, shamans, and you guys know that my partner Fossa Perry is a shaman of 40 years now. Um, what he does is the cornerstone of true healing and true interaction with what Carlos Castaneda used to call the separate reality. Shamans and spiritual leaders understood reality not as a fixed, but as a fluid, shaped by communal and personal belief. And this is mirrored in the practices of mystics and alchemists. It's described in the Hermes Trismegistus book about the Hermetic laws, who propose that as above, so below, our inner beliefs reflect and shape the outer world. In fact, everything in the outer world is nothing but a reflection of our belief. We, as individuals, create our reality. The way we expand our mind, this is the way we expand our experiences. And so, one very important practice how to turn belief into reality is to focus long enough on it. So, how does belief bridge into material reality? Here's where things get really interesting. According to the principles of metaphysics and even some daring interpretations of quantum physics, the observer, that's you and me, play a crucial role in shaping our reality. Ever noticed how a day starts off bad and then keeps getting worse? That's your belief, shaping your experience. But it's not all doom and gloom. This also means by shifting your belief, you can shift your reality. In fact, it must happen because it is universal law. Therefore, techniques like visualization, affirmations, gratitude can act as tools to mold our experience more positively. But remember, even if you would love to call this magic, it's not magic. It's about aligning your beliefs with actions and openness to the opportunities the universe throws your way. When we dive here into the metaphysics of belief a little bit, quantum physics has begun to peek into what mystics have stated for centuries. The observer influences the observed. This ties into the concept of multi-dimensional existence, the idea that our consciousness can interact with multiple dimensions of reality. A pioneer in integrative medicine, Dr. Amit Goswami, suggests that consciousness is the fundamental basis of all being. By aligning our beliefs with desired outcomes, we engage in the form of co-creation with the universe. This is not just wishful thinking. It's all about aligning our energy frequency with what we aim to attract. This principle is the heart of manifestation techniques, and that's what became famous as the law of attraction, where visualization and emotional visualization combine, bring dreams, goals into reality. But remember, this isn't a one-way street. It requires action, alignment, and authenticity, and truth, and most important, the thing we all hate, discipline, at least for some of us. Speaking of the universe throwing things your way, let's talk about synchronicity. Those meaningful coincidences that seem to apt to be mere chance. Carl Jung introduced this concept, suggesting that these moments occur when our internal beliefs align with external events. Have you ever thought of someone and then they suddenly call? That's a light form of synchronicity. But beyond little coincidences, synchronicity can guide us, showing us when we are in flow with the universe. When our beliefs align with our actions and the world around us, we're in a state of congruence where anything seems to click. And therefore, it's truly important to understand what you focus on becomes part of your belief, even if you don't mean it or you don't like it. You look at the news and you're watching what's happening, the cruelty, the insanity, the big question marks where you think, has everybody lost their mind? And the more you scroll, as we call it now, right? This is how we program our consciousness and our subconsciousness by scrolling. Even that scrolling, even that moment you don't pay attention to, by scrolling, you literally program it into your subconsciousness. Everything you focus on becomes part of the fabric that you manifest in the end. That's why people say, I didn't mean by intention to have an accident, an illness, a fight. And I say not by intention, but by programming intention and emotion. Because thoughts are powerful, but emotions are truly where the magic lies. So it is important to train your mind and your senses to recognize when and at what point the universe's rhythm aligns with your belief. But it goes deeper into the realm of the multidimensional existence. Every choice we make, powered by belief, branches into different paths, different dimensions of what could be. Synchronicities are signposts guiding us along these paths, showing us where our beliefs are taking us in this landscape of existence. So, how do we harness this power? First, become aware of your beliefs. Examine what you add, what you entertain, what you mostly include in your thinking and in your feeling. Meditation helps, mindfulness training helps to observe your thoughts without attachment. So this is important, is not to go into a judgment because you don't want to go into resistance. In fact, resistance or the thought that you have some power to resist some force without carrying the consequences of it. You know, you know where I'm going with this. Just try to understand yourself without an attachment, without a judgment, and see it without the polarity of good and bad. Things happen for a reason. I say this many times in the craft, in witchcraft, for example. When we do a spell, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But when you do nothing, nothing happens. So for us, even a so called bad spell is not a bad thing because it proves that we aligned with something, maybe didn't focus clear enough on the goal, and we manipulated the fabric of reality. So, awareness, mindfulness, meditation, visualization, anything that helps you to observe and choose your beliefs rather than being ruled by them. I always say, never let an outer opinion about you become more important than how you feel about yourself. This episode is about the power of choice, or the quantum field of choices. And tools like journaling or affirmations can shift your mindset from doubt to possibility, from possibility to reality. We cannot go from doubt to expect something will manifest, because we are humans and we are not yet on that level of divinity, I guess. But it's more than just positive thinking. It's about alignment, aligning your beliefs with your actions and the universal flow. This requires honesty, vulnerability, courage. It's about embracing the idea that maybe, just maybe, there is a multidimensional nature, and an understanding that every belief, every thought sent ripples across the cosmos, affecting your realities and beyond. And so, as we peel back the layers of what we call reality, we encounter the fascinating theory of this multidimensional existence. And this isn't science fiction anymore, it's a perspective shared by quantum physicists and mystics alike. They propose that the universe isn't just the three-dimensional space we live in, but is composed of multiple unseen dimensions that our consciousness can access. Imagine that each belief or decision you hold opens a door to a different dimension, a different version of yourself. And you would say, how do we navigate this potential? It starts with understanding that our focused belief acts as a compass in this dimensional, multidimensional spaces. When we align our intentions with clear, positive beliefs, of course, we signal to these other dimensions our desired path, pulling those realities closer to our own. It is like tuning into a specific radio frequency. Your belief tunes into your consciousness to the reality that resonates with your desires. And so we don't manifest by creating, we manifest by attracting. That's why it's been so established that we call the law of polarity the law of attraction. And in a misguided way, people really thought all you need to do is just visualize it, sit around, do nothing, and it eventually will show up. Don't underestimate the importance of being physically prepared for it. In other words, you have to contribute physical elements, actions, reactions, choices, of course. Visualization is not just daydreaming, it's potent tool for manifestation, especially within the context of multidimensional realities. When you visualize, you're not just creating images in your mind, you're constructing a blueprint for your desired reality across dimensions. So, choice from the beginning is one of the most important ingredients in what directions you want to go. Meditation, any form of mindfulness, protects a direct pathway to understanding and influencing the multidimensional self. Through the hopefully deep meditation, you can explore different facets of your existence and potential realities. Techniques like guided imagery or journeying can help you navigate these inner landscapes and connect with the dimensions where your desired outcomes already exist. In shamanism, there is a process called shamanic journeying. And in these inner worlds, you can go with a question or a subject or a desire to a place that is called the place of formation. In this place of formation, the fabric, the very fabric of nature, responds to your question or your desire with a abstract image. It's almost like a dream. It speaks in abstract language because it doesn't understand and doesn't respond to what we would call calculated logic. So the response is always in a symbolic, artistic form. And by memorizing a form, a concept, a symbol or a sigil, as it's often called. And once you come out of the meditation or the journey, you draw it on a piece of paper, always make around a symbol a circle, and see what happens. So much more than asking a teacher. In this case, I've been asked so many times by students, do you think this will work? Or do you think this is the way to do it? I encourage you to experience trial and error. Some will work, some won't. So just focus on what works for you. Or even examine if you have any resistance, why certain things don't work out. People want, but the wanting doesn't want people. In other words, when we're trying to create something, all parties have to agree to the theme. So, guided meditations, imageries, journeying can help you navigate inner landscapes and connect with these dimensions where your desired outcomes already exist. I want to be clear, this is not astral travel. People misunderstand and think that astral travel is some simple form of deep relaxation and suddenly the doors to a library open. It is not that easy to enter a very spiritual, high frequent layer or plane, if you want to call it, that is the Akashic Records. This is just a very human way to describe it, but in the end, real astral travel, real journeying into other dimensional experiences are based on a very specific kind of process. It's a to make it very simple, you have to be able to detach your um, astral body from your physical body and your mental body from your astral body. Because in a misguided way, astral travel is the wrong term. It's mental travel, as we can only travel into Akasha with our mental body because the mind is all, the all is mind. The first law of the universal laws, of course, of the Hermetic laws. And that's why when we have a better look at it, it says the mind is all, not the astral is all is astral. So true and precise, controlled, safe astral travel is a serious matter of skill. So don't get it twisted and confused with deep meditations. This is going way beyond meditation. But if one of you is really dedicated to this practice, there are techniques. I teach them. Foster talks about them, teaches them as well through the medium of shamanism. It is not a meditation and it's not daydreaming, I can guarantee you. If you want real astral experience. And beyond this, there's something very simple. We call it intentional living by choice. Every action, every thought is a message to the universe about your desired reality, if you like it or not. By living intentionally, intentionally means by aligning clearly with your daily choices and actions, with your goals, and maintaining a positive mindset, maintaining an affirmative connection to your choice. You're continuously affirming, like a ripple effect, your path through these dimensions. This isn't about perfection, it's about conscious, consistent alignment. So look at your life choices every day exactly as what they are. Why are you making these choices in this moment? Why are you listening to this podcast? Why do you make a choice to allow an opinion, an idea, a concept to become part of your focus, of your attention? Because this focus and this attention must become part of your reality and your experience, because everything we focus upon becomes literally an invitation. So align with your daily actions and your goals. Make clear choices. Spiritualize your choices. That's what we're going to do, I hope, at the end of this podcast. I always add a little piece of chocolate of process in it to motivate you and give you an idea. But please feel free to really put things together exactly the way you want. There's no right or wrong in this. Affirmations, decrees, words are powerful. They are the verbalization of our beliefs and intentions. Crafting affirmations or decrees that resonate with your desired reality can help cement your intentions across multiple dimensions. Speak these affirmations daily with conviction and feel them as already true. And so stay alert then to the synchronicities in your life. These are signs from the universe guiding you along your path. They confirm you're in alignment with your multidimensional existence. Sometimes we call it deja vus. And then you're heading towards a desired manifestation. Record these experiences, reflect on them, and let them reinforce your belief and path. So, understanding and navigating multidimensional realities might sound daunting, but it's really about expanding your consciousness beyond the immediate tangible world. It's about opening your heart and mind to the endless possibilities that belief, aligned with action, can create in your life. Remember, the reality you experience is and must be a reflection of your choices. Choice creates beliefs. Beliefs create thoughts. Thoughts create actions. By mastering these, you open doors to new dimensions of existence, new realms of possibility and experience. So I encourage you to explore these concepts and methods further. Because why are we on this planet? And what is this earth really representing in the vastness of this cosmos? We heard many, many times from many, many directions and sources and belief systems that this planet and this earth is a school. And I believe it is the last school of a long journey of experiences of our existence. Life itself is just a momentum, is a moment. Once we cross over this void, we enter back and forth into existence. And from that existing point, I think we transit into a new universe. I do believe, in my understanding, this is only my experience, that we come on this planet to get tested and to get awakened to some degree, because the purpose of life is given by us. It's not embedded in our birth. And yes, we talk about karma and we talk about contracts, and yes, of course they exist, but there is lateral movement in everything, and creating a powerful and transformative journey is based on the profound ideas you've provided here to shift towards an unwavering belief in yourself and the nature of your existence is what will guide you through a journey into something that you can't even imagine yet. But if you can imagine it, you can experience it. It's law. And so choices are a very important and very powerful tool when it comes to spirituality. We just finished yesterday a 2-day workshop, long hours, deep hours. And what I realized while giving the readings and also doing the healings in all this intensity is how often people could have a better experience, a nicer, more healing experience if they would have taken care more about the intention of their choices. You know, we are being dragged sometimes into choices, or we do things out of loyalty, we do things out of family, love, friendship, and so on. But that doesn't always work, does it? And so it's important to really look into the path of who am I? What motivates me? What gives me joy? And to avoid the gray zones, maybe, eventually, a little, kind of. It's yes or no. And so in this last segment, I want to offer you a little journey to empower the power of choice. And you can listen to it and you can repeat it. You can get inspired by it. Um, I hope you like these podcasts and it gives you a little bit of motivation and inspiration to find your own path and to be happy with it. And as I said last time in a little exercise at the end, you are enough. So thank you so much for spending the last 30 minutes with me, and make yourself comfortable and enjoy this next little segment. Until we hear you again, please like, share, and subscribe. I've been told that I forgot to mention this and put it in the video form. I think the last videos I completely forgot. So please share, like, and subscribe if you find joy and benefit in these podcasts. Yes. Next time I'm going to bring Foster within. He's working a lot, so I gave him a day off today. And yes, I'm very, very happy. We are in Warsaw with our Polish family, which is really wonderful to be around here. Poland has grown and will grow in the next 10 years exponentially. It has a meteoric rise ahead of itself. And it's so great to come 20 years later, for me at least, and see the transformation that I always knew would happen really manifesting for so many people. So it's really a joy to be here. I'm very happy. We had an amazing time in Italy, by the way. And I think after this, we're going to Germany, where I'm going to have all my loves, all my family, and can't wait to see you guys. So be good, choose well, live better. Before we start, get yourself a glass of water and hold it in your hand. Make yourself comfortable. You can close your eyes, you can rest, you can stand. Just take a deep and cleansing breath in, letting it in and out slowly. And as you breathe, you feel yourself becoming more relaxed, more aligned and open to the journey ahead. You're entering a space of profound realization, unconditional love. As you hold this glass of water, envision yourself in any way you want as a pure, vibrant energy and non-physical consciousness, choosing to experience this physical reality. Embrace the boundless freedom and infinite love that define your true essence. You are here on earth in this moment, this life, this existence, this experience by your own choice. And repeat, I am boundless, non-physical consciousness, experiencing this physical reality by choice. I affirm my eternal essence and embrace my physical journey with joy and purpose. Picture a luminous celestial light right above you, representing the creation itself. It feels warmth, love, and wisdom surrounding you. You are crafted from this divine essence, reflecting the image of creation itself. At your core lies unconditional love, joy, ecstasy. They are not just possibilities, but your birthright. Repeat, I am a divine creation, molded from unconditional love, existing to experience ecstasy. I am crafted in the image of the divine. Unconditional love and ecstasy flow through me. Visualize living each moment authentically, embracing every second with passion and joy. Recognize that your life's greatest purpose is to express yourself fully, embracing your individuality and your experiences. Repeat, my highest purpose is to fully be myself. My highest purpose is living each moment with authenticity and passion. With each breath, sense your inherent freedom expanding. You have the free will to shape your path, manifest your reality, and live in alignment with your deepest truths. Remember, your life is a canvas. You are the creator. Repeat, my highest purpose is to fully be myself, living each moment with authenticity and passion. With every breath, I commit to being my true self. And living life to its fullest potential. I exercise my free will with wisdom and courage, creating a life aligned with my deepest desires. I follow my excitement, allowing it to lead me to joyous experiences, fulfilling my true path. I am surrounded by abundance and supported in every decision by the loving energy of creation. I am inherently abundant, and every choice I make is supported by the universe. I am boundless, non-physical consciousness, experiencing this physical reality by choice. I affirm my eternal essence and embrace my physical journey with joy and purpose. There is only one eternal moment from which I create my past, present, and future now. In this singular eternal moment, I hold the power to shape all aspects of my reality. I am an eternal being, my consciousness transcending form and time. I embrace my eternal nature, knowing that I am an everlasting expression of the divine. I see myself in all things, and all things in myself, understanding life as a mirror of my inner world. I am loved unconditionally by creation, free to explore and express my true self. By the inherent grace of my existence, I choose to embrace and fulfill the sacred mission of love, recognizing it as my birthright and my most profound purpose. I affirm that each breath is a testament to this choice, propelling me toward a life where love is not just an emotion, but the very essence of my being, illuminating the path to my ultimate destiny. Now, drink 3 times from this water. And share 3 times of this water with the earth. Pour 3 times onto the ground, into a plant, into a river, into the ocean. Because what you share comes back to you. What you share expands and amplifies what returns to you. May all goodness, all power, all love, all truth return to you. Until we meet again.